What's up, guys? I'm Ali. Welcome back to another video with me, guys. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How was y'all day today, guys? I hope that you conducted a wonderful day. Thank God for getting you through the day. Give him all the honor and the glory, God. I'm gonna tell you, God do some amazing things, guys. God will do some amazing things. Okay. All right, guys, my day was great, man. My day was great. I can't complain for real, for real. You know what? But I'm not gonna complain, but I'm gonna say this. A situation occurred this morning while I was at work or whatever, but it really don't matter, but we're gonna talk about it. Let's get to the video, guys. Emotional intelligence, guys. A lot of people, guys, I had came to realization, and the reason why a lot of people don't like you guys because you are emotionally intelligent. You fully in tune with yourself, and as kids, I see where it start from and how I keep on going or whatever these patterns with these people, whatever. All right, when you have did the inner work, guys, with yourself, and you really have built yourself up to the person that you are, and you intuitive with who you are, and you aware of things and who you are as a person, and you use all your senses. I mean, each and every last one of your senses. When it comes to your taste, when it comes to your hearing, your eyesight, your peripheral vision, and just you know, you use your brain, your higher self basically come to the surface or whatever. And a lot of people feel your vibration and a lot of people get offended. But also people get offended because you are emotionally intelligent, which means you emotionally aware of a lot of things when it comes to the world and when it comes to people, guys, or whatever. All right, so as man and as woman, I don't know if I could speak for one, but for a man expect, from a man, what's the word? From a man perspective, from what I know of, from what I know, from what I can feel, and just education and it's just general knowledge, really. All right, so from a man perspective, whatever, and you can do whatever you want. This is just my opinion. This is how I feel about it. All right, so a lot of people, from what I see in people, people don't like you because of who you are as a person. People like you for two reasons: because of what you carry within yourself, and also because you just emotionally intelligent, And people love to say they man, we are man, but a lot of men don't act like men. A lot of men act like women, They very desperate. They act like little kids. Most kids or not in tune or aware of their emotion because they kids, And if they weren't raised in it or taught it, they wouldn't know. And most kids are just kids, We all was kids. We all threw a fit when we didn't get our way, or it was about something, a game or anything. Most kids they be that way, Most people, even adults, be that way, whatever. But when you have did the inner work with yourself, guys, you start to see things from a different perspective. You see what people slack. You see what people. You can see people weakness and things that trauma. You can see their trauma response. You can see all of these things within people, whatever, and you start to feel bad for these people because they didn't do the work that you do, whatever. But at the same time, you know where it's coming from. In the same time, you know how to handle these situations or whatever. And it's mind blowing. People get upset when you're not emotionally responsive. You're not responding emotionally, whatever. And they think that's something wrong. But actuality, no, it's something wrong with you, baby. Because most men, a real man, is not going to be emotionally unstable with himself or whatever. You basically a big kid in an adult body. You throw a fit when you get your way. This is what happened today, guys. This is what I see today. A lot of people, when you really did the inner work with yourself, people get offended because you don't react in a negative emotional way, a reckless way. Because these people act emotionally unstable in a reckless behavior, and they look at you because you're so calm and so peaceful, and you just don't respond to things and be emotional. But it's just how I'm built. It's just I'm a man. Most men do not crack and just act reckless, and they don't have. Most men have their emotion intact, and they are stable with their emotion. They not acting erratically like a 5-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. That's what you see when you see some adult that act like little kids because they're not emotionally stable. They're emotionally unstable. If you were a man, you're not going to act like your child. Your child may be unstable, his emotion or her emotion, because she's a child. She's a kid. You are a man and you acting like this. And you say you a grown man and you act like this. That is not right. You can't be grown and acting like your child. Leave that to your kid. He's a kid or she's a kid, but you are grown acting like this. And it mind blowing, I feel bad, because everybody being emotionally unstable at some point in their life. But when you really do the work on yourself, guys, you start to feel bad for people. And you see where everything happened. You see where a lot of people slack. You see people trauma response. You see all these things. You see the inner child within these people, the inner kid within these people, whatever. And you start to feel bad, man. That's what I felt, man. I felt bad for this person. And it was just coming from a place. I could just see the kid in this person, the child in this person, because I'm a man, and if I have kids, I want to raise a strong man. I don't want to raise a emotionally unstable child. I want my child be able to learn how to deal with certain situations, because you're gonna come across a time you're not gonna get your way with things. But that don't mean you throw a fit and act erratically just because you can't get your way. People in life gonna reject you. People gonna close the door on you. You can't just throw a fit and call yourself a man. It's a way to deal with things. It's a way to approach situations. As a man, you want to be respected as a man, so you need to act like a man. It's cool to be in tune with your feminine entity and your feminine energy as a man, but the end result, you still a man. And if you ever have a family, you want to be able to protect and provide for your child and set good examples for your child as a man. You don't want your child to be emotionally unstable. And I feel like most men should be emotionally stable with their emotions when it comes to their loved one. You should be able to express your emotions when it comes to your loved ones and compassionate, and you be able to talk to your loved ones and share your emotions with them, or compassion for somebody on the street, whatever, but not from a reckless emotional standpoint. You're not trying to be reckless with your emotion and not stable with your emotions. You look foolish. And everybody been there at one point in life, but at some point you have to grow up and do the inner work with yourself. Ain't no woman gonna want no weak man. She's not gonna want no weak man. A women love a strong mental man. I think most people love strong mental people, whatever. And you're just not gonna act radically. Most professional people that do boxing and stuff and MMA fighting or whatever, they in tune with their emotions. They're not fighting just to be swinging. They are emotionally stable with their emotion when they get in that ring. They not throwing punches in the air just to be swinging. So yeah, man, like I think that we need to do some healing, the inner work within ourselves or whatever. And we can't be men acting like women, yelling and screaming and being messy and getting upset when we don't get our way. You are a man. Let's act like it. pull yourself together, do the inner work, do the healing, do what you need to do, and grow up. It's just that plain and simple. But it's also a conversation that we need to have, and we need to put that out there. A lot of adults want to call themselves adults when it's time to be an adult. You know, you're not an adult if you're acting reckless. You don't know how to control yourself and your emotions. And your emotions everywhere. You out here acting crazy in the street. Um, you have people that have people, and another thing, people don't know what emotional intelligence is. People think when they acting reckless, they not acting out emotions. Yes, you are. If you're in the middle of traffic and you have road rage, you're emotionally unstable. If you hop out the car trying to beat somebody up, you are emotionally unstable. You are reckless with your emotions. You're not in touch with your emotions because you can't behave yourself. This is little stuff that we learned in elementary school, behavior, and how to conduct yourself when it's time to, how to approach situations. And it's not me trying to be funny or put anybody down or whatever. I'm just speaking the facts. We are grown. It's time to act like it. You want to have quality friends in your corner and people in your life or whatever, but geez. You get mad, you get rejected, or you just do the most weirdest stuff. You don't know how to control yourself. You want to try to touch on people and stuff. Like, control your emotions. Control your actions too. As a person, as an adult. Like, come on, guys. We got to do better. We got to set better examples. We can't be sitting out here talking about we grown and we act like children. Leave that to your child. Don't you go out here and act like that, act like a kid yourself. What the heck? Man, it's ridiculous, guys. And it's not me trying to be funny. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate or backlash or something. Right, but it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. It needs to be talked about. Emotional intelligence, because a lot of people are just they don't have it. Nobody is perfect, but dang, I have been under a lot of pressure, guys. I could have just crashed out, guys, but I didn't because I'm in tune with my emotions, I'm in control. Who in control of you, your body? Is it you or is them in control of you? Think about it. Just ask yourself that. Who are in control when it comes to your body? Who in control when it comes to the willing of your body? You gonna let somebody else control your actions and dictate who you are as a person? Or you gonna be in control of yourself? Just because somebody bump into you on purpose, are you going to act radically and give them what they want? Are you in control of your emotions? Or they in control of your emotions? Or you or they? Who running the show here? You or they? Think about it. Just because somebody call you a name, or you gonna go back and forth with them? Are you in control? Are you running the show when it comes to your own body? Or are they running the show when it comes to your own body? Just think about it. When like a parent or a relative yell and scream at you, whatever, are you gonna go back and forth with them? Who in control of your body? Who running the show when it comes to your body? Are they running the show when it comes to your body? Or you running the show? Because if they insult you with words and you go back with them, you giving them what they want. So which means you giving them the control and the power and the will when it comes to your body and your emotions. So it's like, who are in control? Is it you? Think about it, guys. Just think about it. I ain't telling nobody wrong. I ain't telling nobody nothing wrong. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody perfect. Now, I ain't saying nobody perfect, but I'm saying it's something to think about. It's something to just work on, really. Because we are grown. We are grown people, guys. We can't be saying we grown and we don't act like we grown. We don't put no actions as an adult, but we stand up here saying we grown and we act like teenagers and stuff. It's cool. It's cool to have a little fun or whatever. I ain't saying it ain't cool to have. It's fun. It's cool to have fun. It's cool to live your life. It's cool to do you, but knowing as an adult, know the time and the place. It's a time and a place to do everything. It's a time and the place to do everything. It's a time and a place when to be serious. It's a time and a place to have a serious conversation as adults. It's a time and place for everything. And I'm not lying, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Cause I sit over here and I talk my junk all the time. You know, I be laughing and goofy. You know, I got a big personality, you know. But I know when it's time to be serious. I know. Just like y'all know, I know too. I know when it's time to be serious. Uh, hey, y'all know I know. Just like y'all know. Just saying, child. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. But it's just something to think about, guys. But I think that's all I wanted to say. And I think that I hope that you got some advice, and I hope that it really like got you questioning yourself. It is something to think about, guys. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope that you got some advice for this. I hope it was very helpful for you guys, and tell whoever you want to tell about it. And hey, put the word out there. Share it to a relative. Get them something to think about. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say, guys. Until the next video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Peace and love. Peace.